Hi, I'm Kellyanne Matuskiewicz from kellyannecorey.com, and I want to talk to you today about desires and dreams. This, these recent weeks, I've been talking to friends and clients and acquaintances and um, lots of people, and we're talking about, dreams and desires. And for me, what it boils down to is that when someone is talking about what's going on in their life, like my primary language is energy. So when they're speaking, I'm actually reading the energy about what's going on, but not only about what's going on in the reality that they're experiencing, but the underlying energy that is manifesting the experience. And the energy comes from the beliefs that have been developed about the thing. So whether it's about, desires to have money, a mate, more clients, more health, whether the desire and the dream is about having something different than your current experience. If things don't feel like they're in flow, if you feel like there's, you're having to fight for it, or, because it's like flow is what takes us. Flow is what takes us from point A to point B, right? So your indicator that you may not be on the path of what is for your highest and best good and aligned with what it is that you say you want for yourself, it's going to feel icky and resistant. It's going to feel not necessarily even resistant. There may be some resistance to actually letting go of the part of you that's holding on to the beliefs that are blocking you from even having clarity about what you want, or blocking you from having them because you're afraid of what might happen. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. So the energy is what serves you. And so the energy that you're holding, that is a manifestation of the beliefs. It's like what people tend to do is they want to try to fix the thing outside of them in order to have the result. But what it really boils down to is the result that you want is how you want to feel, right? You want to feel like happy. You want to feel joyful. You want to have inner peace. You want to feel successful. You want to feel inspired. You want to feel like, you make an impact. Whatever that feeling is for you, right? The channels that you're going through it, right? That's the unfolding, right? So whether it's through a business, sharing your art, sharing your message, speaking, writing, coaching, healing, whatever it is, or just being, like there's really nothing that you have to do. When you're doing things that don't feel good, when you don't feel good, right? Sometimes it may be up against inner resistance where you need to get out of your comfort zone, and to take that next level, to get into that next space, right? You clear your heart from the past pain in order to get into that next relationship, right? Drop your lack of confidence and insecurities and put yourself out into the world and share your message, your healing, your art. Even just simply expressing yourself, getting out of the way, stop hiding, stop shrinking, and just showing up fully as you are and expressing who you are. And so, like that, I feel like I'm not sure what it was even preceding any of that, because it's like, it's like about the energy. It's about, in order to be in the aligned experience of your desires, you have to be an energetic match to it, right? So if you're doing all the things but ignoring your insecurities, or if you're doing all the things and haven't healed your heart from the past heartbreak or betrayal, or if you're putting yourself out there and people aren't showing up, or your classes and your programs aren't filling, it's not about doing something different. It's about going within. And what I want to share with you today is how that's actually attached to and connected to your desires. right? Because if at the end game or the deep inner game will say that you're somehow rejecting your own desires, right? And so here's some reasons why you would be rejecting them, right? Because at a young age, maybe you were told you don't need it, or you were told you can't afford it, or you haven't earned it, right? I was at the grocery store last week, and a mom, I shared this before, maybe it was this week. Either way, a little girl was wanting a thing, and the mom was like, she's like, I want this. And the girl's like, then the mother was like, you don't need it. And it's like, yeah, so is that like where you may have gotten your desires cut off? Is like, you just learned that, well, I can't have my needs met. What is she? Because you don't need, you can't have your wants because you don't need them. You can have a want simply because you have a want, right? But if you've got conditioning in the background, you're not going to allow yourself to have that want. Does that make sense? Also, another thing is like, you didn't deserve it. Like you didn't earn it. Like how many of you out there are like, in order to have rest, you have to like make sure you're productive enough, or in order to like, I don't know, spend time with a friend, you've had to, I don't know, what kind of rules do you have around like allowing yourself what it is that you want? And then, or are you afraid to even allow your desires and your dreams in because they are so freaking huge that maybe you're even afraid of what other people will think of you? Maybe you're afraid it'll all come and you'll lose it. Maybe you're afraid that it'll happen and it'll get taken away. So then rather than allow yourself to even have the desire, right? It's like you are on some level, you are telling yourself like you want the desire, you want the clients, you want the business, you want the relationship, you want the health, you want the money, right? But if at the underneath, at the deep inner part, there is like a fear that it'll be taken away, that there is a fear that you'll be abandoned, or people will say things about you, or that you'll lose it all. Subconscious ways that, look, is there, ask yourself, am I holding myself back from this? And an even more powerful way to do that is to actually move into your desires. Feel them, imagine them, like whatever it is to bring yourself into vibrational and emotional alignment. Meaning is like tune into that, like tuning into a radio station, right? Some of you may know how to do that already. And if you don't, like message me. I have got a course, Happy, Healthy, Hot, where we're going to be talking about desires. We're going to be like really allowing the integration of the experience that you want to come in, right? And you may even be surprised that the how of the ways your dreams and desires are fulfilled it's like beyond what you may be imagining right now. Okay? So the more open you can become around allowing your dreams and desires to be fulfilled, that's another level, right? So the first level is like, like, can I powerfully choose, right? Choice is your superpower. Can I powerfully choose what it is that I want? And then be present to whatever comes up in the way, whether it's a fear, whether it's an insecurity, whether it's a doubt, right? And then choose again and just allow yourself to no longer be available to the fear or the limitation. Okay, and I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, so it's like, this is why like all the doing, right? You're like, oh, I'll write another course, or I'll put another piece of art out, or, or you like, oh, I'll just keep working and I'll keep perfecting this thing and then never really get it out there or never really share it, right? Because underneath there's, something that is energetically preventing you from allowing it to come in. Okay. So healthy, happy, and hot. Actually, it's happy, healthy, and hot. The doors open tomorrow, Sunday, 12/1. No, Sunday, 2 days. The holidays got me a little messed up. Today feels like Saturday, but it's really Friday. So, happy, healthy, and hot. Doors open. If you register before Sunday, there's a bonus, the Mastery of You self-study course, a 15-day course where there's guided healings and prompts to help you to, shift into the mastery that you are. It's a really sweet conjunction to what we're going to be doing inside of Happy, Healthy, and Hot. And there's 3 different options to connect. The group is going to be together, through a full moon, through a new moon, through the winter solstice. And I'm going to keep it open through January 1st, 2020. So I know the holidays are here, so there's no rush in trying to get through the material, but this is like an awesome, I called it Happy, Healthy, and Hot, slay through the holidays and beyond. So if you've been like having this momentum, right, you've done a lot of healing, a lot of changes happen for you this year, and you're building momentum and you're finding your balance and you're understanding what's working for you, and you want to keep that momentum going, and you want to and you know that the shifts and the changes and the transformation that you're ready for is part of the energetic experience, and you're ready and wanting to get more in touch with this physical, energetic, spirit integration, because that's what's happening, is like the integration of your spirit, your soul, your body is a process. And when you're wanting to have that next life experience, right, to like dismantle, or just like, it's actually just allow the experience in, but you'll also have to allow, the parts of you that are holding it back, the parts that are still choosing limitation or fear, like that must go. And it takes a practice, right? So sometimes it feels like a free fall. And this group, we're going to free fall together around, desires and beliefs and energetic frequency. The group is going to get a quantum activation on a heart healing. So that has been, it's an activation that I've been using for myself, and an activation that I've been using with a couple of private people. And it's really awesome, and I'm excited to share it with this group. So that'll be a part of all of it. There's going to be 3 live transmissions. You're going to have access to me for, inside that private group, to ask your questions and ask for guidance. And available for Q&A. I think I said that. What else did I say? Well, register by 12/1 and you get the 15-day home study access to you. And more to come on this. But if you have questions about it, wondering if this is a great fit for you, message me. hello@kellyanncorey.com. And I don't know, I hope to see you. I hope you take advantage of, the different options that are available, as far as like adding on some private energy work, adding on a private quantum activation, adding on even a private one-on-one call with direct messenger support in between. Listen, if you want that, you got that forward momentum going, and you want to keep it going, and you want to be like blazing into 2020, into the next decade, listen, you've done all the work, and now let's go in and do the creation and tap into the healthy, happy, and hot that you are, or whatever it means for you, or whatever it is that you want. Let's just do it. It's a frequency thing. Let's have fun.